Howdy guys, Glenn here, and today I'm going over a brand new box for the middle-aged kid, one I've never reviewed before. It is called Geek Gear. Now Geek Gear was recommended to me by one of my viewers and subscribers. I appreciate that, so I picked it up. Geek Gear is a United Kingdom box. It offers free shipping to the United Kingdom, but it does ship worldwide. As far as price goes here, it's total to the United States, it's $30.31. Once you do the conversion of pounds to dollars, it's really relatively inexpensive, and that seems to be the theme of some of these UK boxes. My Geek box is pretty cheap to get sent over here. Z box has no shipping, and Geek Gear has a very small amount of shipping as well. So I'm not quite sure how they do it, go in that direction, because when I try to ship that way, it's exceedingly expensive. But anyway, so Geek Gear, a UK box, so we're going to check it out. The first box I'm getting from them is the Marvel theme. We're going to talk about theme, and we're going to talk about the little problem I have with that theme when we get to it. One thing to notice about the box is that it opens a little bit different. It looks like a treasure chest, which is cool. It looks like a locker, right? And it zips open kind of like a FedEx box package or something like that, or your favorite your ding-dongs or something, right? Now, the one thing with this is once I got it and I grabbed it and moved it, this thing opened by itself. So it survived the trip. It was just really easy to open once I got it. But it's a cool, different thing. I like the box. And you know what? For a UK box, guess what? It's not all destroyed like my Geek box or Z box usually is. Right? So this is coming from the same place, but it's obviously a sturdier box and came in much better shape. So that definitely helps. It's surprising because the other ones don't come that way, but this one did. Alright, so we've got a Marvel theme. We're going to start with the T-shirt. One thing about Geek Gear is it's a little bit like Geek Fuel in this country, it's kind of a mix of exclusive items and licensed items and non-licensed items. So it kind of runs the gamut, which is kind of cool. So we'll start with the shirt, which is an unlicensed item, which most T-shirts are nowadays. You don't find a whole lot of licensed T-shirts because it's a lot easier just to use, and lots less expensive to the box budget, to use images without having to pay royalties or licensing or whatever you want to call it. So this obviously is the Hulk and Thor from Thor Ragnarok, movie I saw twice in this last week. I enjoyed it very much, so it was good to see Thor Ragnarok items in here. It's not the last one either. So cool image. The art I think could be a little bit better. The art itself, I don't like all the sinew and stuff through here. You know, it's fine and it's cool. It's a shirt that anyone would recognize, and as such, evaluate at $15. But it's got the color in there, and you know, two of my favorite characters, the Thor and the Hulk. So hard to go wrong there. So there is the T-shirt. Again, $15 standard. Next, I've got a pin. Now, I mentioned Geek Fuel, right? Geek Fuel has their own Epic Enamels line of pins. Well, Geek Gear has their own pins as well. And in fact, they have a pin subscription. If you go to Geek Gear, whatever it is, .co.uk, I forget exactly what it is. It'll be in the description. But they've got their own pin line as well, including a pin subscription. In this case, it's a Hulk. So Gladiator Hulk there from Thor Ragnarok. Again, something they don't have to license. Doesn't say Thor Ragnarok anywhere here. Doesn't even say Marvel, right? They can make their own pins that kind of look like the Hulk. And everybody knows what it is, and it saves them a lot of money, which is fine, as long as it's a good quality thing. The thing I like about this a lot is it's got 3 variants. It's got an original, which is what this one is. It's just a little bit darker gear, and the white markings on his head. And then you've got a silver version, which is more silvery, and a gold version, which has some gold in it. So the silver and gold are limited edition. This is the common one. But I like that there's some rarity options there, and more important than that, some variant options in there. So very cool. I like the pin a lot as far as the execution there. I think it looks great. Almost looks like a Lego minifig in pin form, but looks very cool. I like what they did with it. It's a great design. So pin, I valued it at 10 bucks. Again, this is a hard box to value, and we're going to talk about why the value is so high on these boxes. I figured it out. But this one, similar pins, $10. You can find similar pins, not this exact pin because it's exclusive to this box, but similar pins for 10 bucks. Next, we've got a wallet. We've got a bifold Avengers branded wallet. This is an example of a licensed item. So Avengers Age of Ultron. And there's Thor's lovely picture on it. I'm not sure if I use this as a wallet, I would keep Thor's picture in it. But this is a variant as well in that, and it's kind of it's one of those motion, I don't know if it'll pick it up, but it's kind of 3D. You know, the images move and everything. But looking at the Geek Gear magazine, good to see such a young box have a magazine, by the way. The options were the Hulk, Iron Man, and Thor. I would rather have the Hulk, but that's fine. I don't really like these wallets anyway. I haven't used a Velcro wallet since I was about 15 years old. So, you know, it's fine. It's a kind of a standard subscription box item. Nothing to write home about, but definitely fits the theme. And we'll talk about the theme here in a minute too. That wallet, 12 bucks online. I was surprised. All three of those you can find Iron Man, Hulk, Thor for about 12 bucks online. Next, we've got a notebook. This is a A5 notebook, so basically it's, you know, it's got blank pages in it. This is a Marvel Comics Thor version. You see Thor's hammer is on the strap there. So pretty cool. Obviously a Marvel branded item that if, you know, you looked hard enough, you could find either online or in a store. You know, this would be the kind of thing that Barnes & Noble would carry, for instance. Cool enough, we've gotten these notebooks before. In fact, another UK box gave us one of these. I forget exactly. I've got it around here still. I just can't remember what the theme was at that time. It was a Marvel one. But these run about 8 bucks online. And there's just a lot of them. There's a lot of different ones. This one's cool because it's Thor. All right. And I like the etching and all that. You kind of got the old school comic look to it. There's Thor, seeing his kind of early appearances. It's got a cool etched look to it. All right. Another kind of big item, and once I took it out of the box, I couldn't get it back in, so you're going to have to live with me here. It is a Iron Man speaker. It's a round speaker. A little disappointing it's not Bluetooth, but that wouldn't fit the box budget either. But it is a round ball with Iron Man on it, and it basically plugs into your phone or into whatever device you're playing music on. And it's a powered speaker, so I haven't even actually looked where to put the batteries and stuff in. But it looks like it charges. See, there's a mini USB, and then it's got another port in there. I'm not sure exactly what all the ports are, but you can figure it out. But pretty cool. It stands, you know, it just sits there like that and acts as a speaker for whatever you want to play on it. I haven't, you know, turned it on or anything, but it's pretty cool looking. This was really hard to find online individually, and when I did, it was about 10 bucks. So they've got similar ones that are Bluetooth as well. Obviously, they cost a little bit more. This one was 10 bucks, but very cool, very fun factor here. This is a huge fun factor item for me. That with the speaker, and you know, use it later, and it sits on your desk and just is awesome. So I like that a lot. So $10 for that. And then lastly, we've got another Geek Gear exclusive in that it's a print. So this is Thor, and you can see Geek Gear exclusive there, but also licensed. I didn't see a number on it, so it's not rare especially. But I think there's this one, Thor, and there's a Hulk one too. So I keep getting all the Thor ones where I really wanted the Hulk ones, but that's fine. So this one is Thor, pretty cool looking. This is Gladiator Thor. Again, a cool reference to Thor Ragnarok. Timing, right? This box was timed perfectly with Thor Ragnarok coming out. But a cool print. Similar prints, mini prints like this, another $10. So quite a few items. So this is a 6-item box. And pretty good value. Adding all these values up, I came up with a value of $65. I paid $30.31 for it once you do the figuring, and that's over 2 times the price. So now that being said, I have not seen if you could get Geek Gear still, if you can get this particular box after the fact, but I didn't see it. So if you can't get this box after the cutoff, the value on these items is pretty solid, and it probably would only go up in this case. Now, before we get to the rest of the scores, let's talk about value. And I've talked over and over about the fact that value fluctuates based on a bunch of different factors. Number one, the availability of the box after the month that it's in. So if this box is available in December, January, February, March, you can buy it in their store or whatever. The value of the items is the value of the box, right? So which would be $30. Because anything over $30, why would you spend $35 on this when you could just buy the box for $30 and get it and all the other stuff, right? So that's a fluctuating value. I've noticed that the UK boxes I've gotten, Geek Gear this time, My Geek Box, and Z Box, always have a really tremendous value score. And I think I figured it out. When I was looking up values on these, and I was looking up similar items, and I was looking up the actual items, a lot of these I could only find on UK websites, right? So hard to find in the United States. So with that limited availability region-wise, they're more valuable in the United States. This I've only found on a UK site. Obviously the pin and this are exclusive. But this was really hard to find on a US site. This was a little hard to find on a US site. So I'm figuring that values are going to be higher on these UK boxes because they get the items from the UK. They don't just ship the box out from it. They get the items that are inside the box from the UK. They're not sending away to the United States to get it, right? So it's harder for us here to get them. So when I'm talking about values, North American values are going to be higher than if you were to get this box in the UK for my UK viewers. But then again, you have free shipping, you have quality items, things like that. So so the value as far as I'm concerned is an A because it's over 2 times what you'd pay for the individual items. Fun factor, I gave it an A. The speaker, very cool. Even if you're talking about things that I wouldn't use like the wallet and the notebook, they have future use. They have, oh, where'd you get that wallet? Where'd you get that notebook? Oh, I got it in Geek Gear box 3 months ago, right? There's stuff you're using for the future. That increases that fun factor a lot. I gave them an A for that. Theme, I gave the theme a B. Here's what now, is everything Marvel? Yeah. Does everything fit the theme? Yeah. The problem I have is with the theme itself. So we've got Thor Ragnarok, awesome. Hulk pin, Thor Ragnarok, awesome. Thor book, Thor Ragnarok, very cool. Wallet with Thor on it, or Hulk. Hey, Thor Ragnarok fits perfectly. Then you have Iron Man. So what do? You make a more general theme. You expand it. Oh, we can't have a Thor Ragnarok box because we don't have enough items from Thor Ragnarok to put in this box. So let's just make it Marvel. Let's just make it Marvel. Oh, I forgot about the T-shirt was Thor Ragnarok too. Let's just make it Marvel. That way we can put pretty much whatever we want in there and it still fits the theme. to me, that's a little bit lazy, right? I don't like Marvel. Who, in this point, does a Marvel theme? It's like doing a fantasy theme or a other general themes like that. We had a really general theme. Oh, the mythical theme from Loot Crate this month. So general, they could throw anything in there and it would fit. This is similar to that, and it looks like they wanted to make a Thor Ragnarok box, which would have been awesome, but they didn't quite have enough Thor Ragnarok specific stuff, so we'll just make it Marvel. We'll throw in a cool speaker and then have Iron Man variants on this. So that's why I gave it a B. I think the theme was a little bit lazy, even though everything fit perfectly in that very all-encompassing theme. Curation, I gave the curation an A. I mean, you've got an exclusive pin, you got an exclusive print, you've got some unusual items, a speaker, you don't see that. Haven't seen wallets in a while, although that's kind of a standard subscription box item from the past. The notebook is unusual. So nice curation, nice picking of the items, even if they made it a little easier on themselves by having that overreaching Marvel theme. The other thing about the Marvel theme is I didn't think about it until I saw their next theme, which is the Justice League. Right? So the next theme is the Justice League. Okay, well, they were able to have, or Justice, which would indicate the Justice League. Although they do say this next month's box will contain licensed DC Comics exclusive to Geek Gear. So maybe it's not. Maybe it's more of a DC box. They just didn't want to call it that. But the timing is there for Justice League. So, Marvel, it's just a little wide for me. So anyway, but the curation was great. I love the items that they picked out. And the execution I thought was awesome. The shirt's cool. I love this pin, and they did this pin, and they did this shirt, and they did this print. So the execution I thought was great. Some very cool items that you're not going to find everywhere. And the shipping, I gave them an A. Again, the box came in great shape. And a great price from the UK. Again, I don't know how these UK boxes are shipping worldwide for so little, but it's great for us. So definitely an A in shipping. Overall, I give this box an A. Really great initial outing for me. Now, I started in the right month. I can't go wrong with Marvel. But I really think that the way they put it all together was fabulous. And I was very impressed for my first Geek Gear. And I'm going to keep getting them because they did such a good job. I'm interested to see what they do with next month's Justice League theme. So let me know what you think of Geek Gear. For a lot of my viewers, first time you're seeing it as well. What did you think? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. As always, hit me up on my social media. A lot of stuff going on Facebook and Twitter especially. Twitter and Twitch are kind of intertwined right now. So you're going to see a lot of things going between Twitter and Twitch. Definitely look me up on Twitch. You can see these boxes. I unboxed this a few days ago live on Twitch. You can see my unboxings. I'm playing some cool games. I'm actually kind of formulating a plan for what I want to do on Twitch every day, so that's cool as well. And I'd love and enjoy the chat and the interaction with you guys as well. So that's about it. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.